We live. What's up? What's up? It's 2:49, almost two, almost three, and I'm awake. I'm streaming because I just wanna. So, what's up? What's up? What's up? And you guys can hear quite well, right? Yeah, I think I should add this filter to the mic. You know what happens then? Oh, noise suppression. It's already there. So yeah, anyways, it's already there, so whatever. So guys, welcome back. Let me just check this volumes with the game itself. Decrease some audio because I don't want it to be loud. And welcome to the game.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant pink?
Okay.
By God, I figured right.
It's full, but I think. What about now? What about now? What about now? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think now it's much better. I am gonna shoot some bullets and I'm gonna speak whatever that makes a lot of noise. I think I can be louder, bro. Maybe the game can be lower. Yeah, that was good. Right then. What about now? Oh, I gotta restart this mission, bro.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling in a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico.
One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys.
Okay.
Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant,
It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe, Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money and back,
including our
whatever.
lives, as those boys didn't.
Perfect. Everything seems perfect and perfect.
They were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
You guys want me to repeat that? Because I think I should, you know.
I've been on their trail for months.
You guys
ever
should
since they
know
left
the
their hideout
story.
in the Bighorn Mountains.
You guys should know the story as well.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
So that's the reason why this guy is here, trying to fight some guy.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever
Brother,
since they left
this
their
is one
hideout in the
of
Bighorn
the
Mountains.
guys from this.
Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association
Whatever,
of
bro.
outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right.
Gunshots. We know that we are getting close to the war zone. Seems more like a war zone than
They blew the bridge with the
Wild
intention of
West
forcing the train to
movie.
stop.
Just kidding.
Well,
It's
I
just
assumed
too
the Wild
intense.
Bunch was likely in
Maybe
the still
it did
intact
happen.
part of
For
the
me,
train high above.
what I
so
feel
I had
is
no
like
choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down.
they were like
I was
one
determined to
guy
make that
going to
sumbitch
village. I
Bob
don't see
pay
them.
for what
I
he did
mean,
to my
maybe this did
brothers.
happen. Now if I think about it, but at first thought in my mind, I did not think that I would be fighting in a scene like this. You know, for me it was more like, in the village. Oh shit! Don't tell me, bro. I wanna go to that one, man. Bro, I wanna go to that one, man. No, 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 no. I'm gonna die, bro. Yeah, there we go. Wanna see what's here? Oh, secret found. Anything more? What can I do from here? Oh, there's one more over there. How do I get down there, bro? Obviously not from here, that's for sure. But hey, it seems something I would like to do, you know? Okay, okay, okay. They don't let it happen, bro. They don't let it happen. Got it. So yeah. Guess I'm going this side then. Do you think they're gonna die? I don't know. Maybe I should like just enter this maybe. Or is there anything that I can do here? Okay, okay. So distracted. Oh, ammunition.
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
I mean, I just pressed it, so nothing happened. Come on, man, I was expecting something to happen at least.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge. What'd you say?
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to
Not bad, bro.
negotiate an even more precarious route.
What gun was that? 6-shooter. Ivory handled quick shooter. Mine is a quick shooter.
But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Why? More like inside. Okay, oh my god, I took one step, brother. And you didn't like it, huh? Oh, fucker. Dynamite. Okay, okay. Dynamite. Will you die if I shoot you? No effect, bro. No effect at all.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Ivory. No, bro. I think I like this one. देख रहे हो कैसे एक एक शॉट में सबको पेल रहा हूँ. Okay, I gotta go that side, huh? But wait, before I do. Okay, there's nothing left to do. Big shooter is the same shit.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Shit.
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Oh, look. This is the same shit. ये क्या हो गया? Oh, I took the shotgun from him, huh? Where are we going now?
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
There were some names, bro.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual. Guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was gonna stay on old Bob's trail. Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Yep. If you're thinking this really easy, you should try it yourself, bro. I swear. Oh, so I can dodge.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America.
What's next?
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
1:30 to hell. Or 1:30 to hell.
I tried to find
Say it
Bob
like that.
Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I
Shebang.
took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
He's kind of crazy, ain't he? Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
I can't see, bro. Let's get down. What the fuck? Oh, nigger.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts. And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Looks like it's made of pine, you know? I just took this gun because I felt like, what's the big deal?
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention. But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
I thought someone over here was carrying it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Couple look.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
I mean, why should I even climb down, right? I can just drop down. Oh, like he did. Get up, dumb fuck.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear. So I proceeded onward. I realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward. Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
Yeah. But why would I not, like, go there, right? Oh, let's try this. Trapper close quarters. Higher combos and concentration. Be even more effective. Or what is this? Shells, dynamite capacity increase. Yes. But that looks like it's doable, right? Look now. I mean, it is going to the right place. Yeah, bro. See? Or maybe I could like go down and then all that. But no, I wanna like see first. So I went from there, came from there, and I came from there. So this is not the right way. Yeah. This is literally not the right way. I gotta like climb up and then go, climb down and then go to the other side, or I don't know, man, whatever. I'm just doing it. I'm doing it, bro. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm down now. Yeah, there we go.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore. I hope you understand how badly my adventure might have ended had I not been as careful as hell.
It's just reminding me that I'm alive, you know? Oh, so dumb,
It's
bro.
truly amazing I've made it this far in life, considering how many times I've danced with death.
I'm lucky, bro. Okay. Okay. I'm going.
Kill that as make him.
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me. Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Boss fight kind of shit. I think I need to change some controls. Key binding. Crouch. Right. G का जगह E. Is E for anything? Use yeah, concentration. Okay. इससे तो ना हो पाए. Gotta get that right. And that ammo, bro.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Oh, motherfucker, where did you come from?
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Oh, this guy came again.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
That was fast, bro.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him. Those were his last words.
Honorably killed.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang.
James Younger gang.
Did I neglect to mention that?
James. Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
That rides a steel stallion.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
They just don't let you have enough fun, you know? By
They
stick.
hopped the freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that...
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
I had to, bro. It was like looking down and saying, oh damn, oh motherfucker. Oh, There you are.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!" Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
I bet you are.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward. I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Jesse hired a damn army after Northfield. Guess he didn't want to be outgunned like that ever again. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
That guy really don't believe what he says, you know. He's like, nah, nigga, you capping, you capping hard. Shit. I think I did that, bro. Okay, I saw no one all the way. Run, 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 run like a bitch. Oh, getting annoyed. Do you know why I'm dying? Because I won. Okay, so I think I should pull some dynamite as well. Like, yeah. Brr. That's dumb. quick shooter.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Armor, bro. His head is also armor. Fuck. Fuck.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Bro, I tried, bro. I swear, I went that side. You saw it, bro. Dumb fuck. अरे यार ये कैसे What do I do? Yep.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head.
Oh ma, not already.
Bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to whip
उठिया ले 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 कराए थे होता था हाँ. Hello, Kalu.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then. Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men. And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
So, did you ever find him? Who? The man you were after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over to another year? Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year?
So are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son-bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Frank James. Now who's he?
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with
man.
scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Okay. I honestly can't see though. I don't see any sign of him. I see one. The fuck is wrong, man? How do you just die like that? It doesn't make sense. Run, stupid bitch. He's like, I don't know, whatever, he was doing something.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close. I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Oh. But you know, I don't need this. I need that other gun more than this. Because, oh, but he gave me Ranger, right? Oh. I just gotta make my way.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite? On your person?
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack. shack, well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
Was Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
So, what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. But I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. Rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me. Son of a bitch! It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up?
Eventually, it was just me and Reed. I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Oh, so casual. Oh, had him, bro, but he had me too.
And repay him I did.
Fucking dodged a bullet, bro. Honorably killed. Got him.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
The wild
6
bunch.
months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or telling the lie.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
But for all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Music be really touchy though. Oh, that's an earthquake, bro. That was for a very long time. Yeah. Photo. You get scared. Oh, baby girl.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me. But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was onto them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here. But you obviously prevailed since you said you tell yesterday.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack. Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, and even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hart, just like I remembered. Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a falling branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy. Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his Legion of the Dead.
You told us before that you seem alive.
He was alive. called to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
That's Greaves' kid. Oh.
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet. Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos. I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation. I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
On Sundance Kid. Butch Cassidy. Fuck. Fuck. That other guy shot me this time. So look where they are looking. If he's looking at him, then he's not gonna shoot at you. You get it right. Hey. See, I got it now. Like, if they are looking at me, then I'm the person they shoot at. Like, right now, he is shooting, he's looking at me. It was quick, bro. It was just bam like that. That was like really quick. Both of them are staring at me, bro.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Speed was not a lot, but hey, Bigatti, finale, you know?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
Oh,
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
what do you guys want me to do? Redemption? Revenge? What would you guys choose? Damn, bro. Red Dead Redemption, right? But this Call of Juarez, bro. I want a revenge on my brothers. Should I?
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
So, you want to be a soldier? Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life, you hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Bro, what if I want to kill him? Like, what is the outcome then?
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well,
Let's see what I can do.
Forty
Oh,
years I'd waited to
man.
get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
But for all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead. Nothing could stop me from taking his life. Been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me. But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us the tale.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack. Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, and even over there.
Swung the wrong side.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remember him. Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. Ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a falling branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. Oh, I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his Legion of the Dead.
You told us before you seem alive.
He was alive. a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Hey, this is the point. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, Silas Greaves. I'm playing as Silas Greaves, bro. And this is...
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet. Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos. I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
We yap a lot, you know.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Obviously, bro, I didn't get jack shit focus. I didn't get shit. I got them though. Okay, so I gotta switch.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
All right. Finale.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, Your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
See, me being me, I would forgive, you know? But hey. That's revenge. Revenge is the
Why'd you
answer.
toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it.
Hey. So I get one more duel, huh?
Dwight, Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Move against that wall, huh? How the fuck did he talk after you died? Oh, I shot
Tougher in his stories, didn't he?
him tougher in his stories.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Did you know it was
I'm not
him
happy
all along?
with how it looks and
Cassidy told me
how it
Bob was
ends.
in Abilene
Because
before he
it just
died.
doesn't make my soul happy,
I
you know.
wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed.
But I gotta live with it.
The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Graves.
So where you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Done.
Ooh, dear. Oh, dear. Won't you spare me over till another year?
Done. These are like real people, bro, like of the Wild West, you know. They were like real people who lived their life a certain way, you know. See, Bob Bryant, actual people, bro. And there's few more which I can collect, obviously, but I don't know what it'll do. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, bro. So hey, we're done with today's stream. We're done with this game. I will post something more again soon. Maybe tomorrow I plan on streaming something else. Let's see. Let's have fun, you know? Yeah. Peace.